welcome back to my channel. I have a couple of extra videos coming your way this week, and in tonight's video I have a gorgeous unboxing from Into Resin. They messaged me a while ago, but I was moving house, so I finally got my hands on some of the most beautiful molds that Into Resin do. I'm going to show you each and every one, and we are going to actually make something in today's video as well. First up, this is the mold I saw on their Instagram. I think it was last year or the year before, and it is a beauty. It is an absolutely stunning snowflake. This is me just peeling the back off so I can get it in clear view. And it's shiny, guys. So shiny. I can imagine this with a super sparkle in there, or even just a crystal clear resin. I'm also thinking this is going to be one of my first Christmas videos that I do, which are coming up in just a week's time. So crazy. It's measuring 11 centimeters across, and it almost has like a diamond cut in there as well. It's just so shiny, and I can imagine this being absolutely stunning. Next up, we have another snowflake mold. Again, it is a beauty, a different shape completely, more of a diamond cut with the edges of the snowflake, and then a chunky star in the middle. I can see this looking absolutely stunning in white as well. If you're going for a color scheme on your tree, totally worth making several of these so that they all match. Also dark green. I'm really into dark green this year, and I don't have anything in those colors, so I might even make some black and dark green stars. I think they would go beautifully together. Next up, we have this one. It's so adorable. It's I want to say waffle. I want to say druzy waffle is the only way I can describe this mold. I'm guessing it's a trinket dish. It looks very much like a trinket dish in the shape of a turtle, and it's got a beautiful waffle cut design in it, and it's a gorgeous chunky size as well. Perfect for gifts, perfect for your rings, your earrings and things like that. It's simply beautiful. Again, it would be stunning in a crystal resin. Next up, we have this mold. I'm so glad, thank you to Into Resin, I'm so glad they put the label on the side of what it is, because as soon as I saw it, I couldn't work it out, but the label says it all. It is an orchid mold, which is pretty cool. I'm intrigued by this one. Cannot wait to use it. I will be using epoxy resin with this one. I do not believe eco would succeed at all. Next up, we have these. These are adorable. First glance, I wasn't quite sure what they were. I had to really study them. They are little cute ghosties walking their dogs. Stop it. So these are the ones that we are going to make in today's video. The silicone on these ones is super squishy, super soft and flexible, unlike the orchid. So I know that eco is going to work really well in these, and they come in a pair, which is so cute. I don't know if you buy them individually or as a pair, but they do come as a pair. You can buy them like boy and girl, basically. One is a girl, she has a gorgeous headdress, and one does not have the headdress. So yeah, super cute. I decided that in this video we're going to make these because they are so apt right now. We are just coming to the end of our Halloween season here on my channel. Well, in life, for everyone around the globe. I'm mixing up some Jesmonite AC100. I had no idea how much these would take. And you can see here the lumps and the clumps. Now, I have mentioned in previous videos about sieving your Jesmonite AC100 powder. And I generally do sieve my Jesmonite AC100 powder now. But because I didn't need much, it was really quite tricky to sieve it into a small cup, so I didn't sieve. And you can see the difference, like the clumps of powder are very visible. Now, never used these molds before. I don't know what I'm looking at. I don't know what to expect when we demold. So I am making sure that I super squeeze the bottoms where the little dog is and the head of the ghost. I'm making sure that I give them a real like tappity tap and a squish, and I'm squeezing them all together before I fill it up. That's just to make sure that if there are any super intricate details, nooks and crannies in the tops of the molds, that I can get that Jesmonite AC100 down and in, and I don't have to worry too much about it. I do then use my micro brush Again, I don't know if this is necessary. Hindsight is a wonderful thing. Now I know what these look like. You probably could skip this step. All of the edges are very rounded, which makes it much, much easier for ecos, and like Jesmonite being the thickest of all of the ecos, to actually get down in. But I do still continue to give it a good old shake and a tap on my surface to make sure that, yeah, I've left no corners unturned, basically. And when you have a new mold and you don't really know how it's going to work with eco, I would definitely recommend pouring in just a little bit, giving it a squeeze, really, really using your hand to squeeze out any potential air bubbles that might get stuck down there. And then I did exactly the same to the other one, squeezing the bottoms before I fill it up, just to make sure that any air is dispelled from in and around the dog face. What I didn't want to do, I didn't want to demold it and find that the dog's nose was missing, or that, there was a section of the ears missing. So yeah, I just wanted to be super on top of it and make sure I did a good job. And then we filled them both up. And then the same with this one, gave it a good old tabbity tap on the worktop and just did a bit of a squeeze, a bit of a stretch. You can stretch the, yeah, don't be like me. Don't be like me. I did knock it over, but again, easily fixed. I simply scooped it up with my finger and put it back into the mold until I was happy. But definitely, if you've got a new mold and you're using eco, spend some time with the tapping process. It is totally worth it, because 40 minutes later, so easy to demold on this one. The silicone is so squishy and malleable, and I can peel it all the way back. First up, the little doggy came out and I was so happy with the finish. They look so smooth, not a single air bubble on the ghost or the dog. Now, this one here, like I said, there's a girl and a boy. This one does have a headdress, so there may be micro bubbles in there. But now I know that how detailed the headdress is, I could spend more time on that next time. And this is the other one. So smooth. Like, they are so tactile and so smooth. And they're just the cutest little things I've ever seen. Little ghosts. And they've even got a lead. Like, the dog lead is there as well in detail, with the ghost holding the dog lead. Now, I just think they're absolutely adorable, and thank you so much to Into Resin for sending these to me. Of course, I will get around to using the other molds, especially excited for the Christmas ones, but these are the Halloween ghosties that come from Into Resin. I will leave the details down below. Let me know what you think. I think they're just totally adorable. They would just work so cute on a mantle or a windowsill or a fireplace or a shelf. Put them together. Cute. Now, what you do with these is entirely up to you. At this point, if you wanted to paint them, you could. Jesmonite AC100 in its natural form is not very white. It's very cream, very calico cottony. If you wanted to paint them white, absolutely go for it. If you wanted to put detail on the dogs, go for it. But they're ghosty dogs, so I am going to leave them. I'm just going to paint out all of the eyes, and I think this brings them to life. Now, again, you could paint the headdress on her as well. This is what they're looking like in their natural state. I hope you've enjoyed the video, and if you want to know any more about the molds you've seen in today's video, I will leave the details down below for Into Resin. These were sent to me to show you guys. I'm not getting paid to share my opinions on these molds at all, but I love them. The ghosts, they're so cute. I'll see you in the next video. Bye.